Hello, I am Archivist Aaron, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back once more to... It doesn't say what this is on the screen here, but it's Raft. We're back to Raft. So, last time, we took on this island here, because I saw a big shiny thing up at the top and thought there might be loot up there. And we kind of got bullied by not only warthogs, but also a giant bird. So it was not a good time. It was specifically a bad time. But we did, in the end, I should probably turn the desktop audio on. There we go. We did get... Tab is the inventory button. Okay, where did I put it? In here, we got a metal ingot, which we can then use to research. Chauvel. So yeah, all of this, that's a lot of researches. Apparently need metal for a lot of things. Who would have guessed? Yeah, so with that, all of that was just to get an ingot so we could research it, so that we could get the shovel, so that, yeah, and this also takes one. So we're gonna need to find more on a different island, which is great. I don't know if your stream, your PC is crashing or if the stream is black. I mean, the stream shouldn't be black. At least on my screen it isn't. But I guess that doesn't say much. Hopefully it's all good. Can you hear me? Because if you can, I guess if you can hear me, your computer wouldn't be crashing? I don't know. That is very odd. But either way, let me actually look on Twitch on my phone and just triple check that the stream isn't completely borked. I don't see why it would be. I mean, what exactly would be causing such a phenomenon? But either way. Let's see. My what's it? Oh boy, I'm live. How would I have ever known that? Oh, it's intercepting my... Get out of your Bluetooth audio. Okay. I don't know, I can see it on mine. Yeah. And if I like move my mouse around, then on eventually, after the stream delay, then on my phone I'll be able to see that. That's a long stream delay. There we go. Yeah, see? That is very weird. So apparently it's an issue on your side. I have no idea what would be causing that. Maybe a graphics card issue? I don't know. Either way, we have places to be getting to. Also, we are going to, like, starve to death. Where did I put my shark meat? Did I lose the shark meat? I think I lost the shark meat. Unfortunate. But let's get moving. Oh, we have some here. Good. Because otherwise we would be in a bad situation, food-wise. Let's remove the anchor and turn this bad boy around. Get us off away from this island. I think going that way would be easiest to get around it. So let's turn us this way now that we're away from the shoreline. And I don't have, like, anything. Let's see, we got one of these. We got one of these. Everything's almost broken, but that's fine. So let's... so the wind does dictate where we can move to. Just not entirely. Okay, let's go fishing. Gotta get some food. Should also probably put some water on. But, you know. Important stuff first. Place that there. We should get fresh water, drink, salt water. We're crashing into stuff. There we go. Okay, now you rotate this way, approximately. Blank, Plank. Do I have any planks? Not many. At least not on me. I have plenty of planks in the... I thought I heard the shark. I think that was just things falling into the nets. It's a very similar sound. Oh, hi, shark. I can't do anything about that because I don't have a spear, but that's fine. We're getting materials again, most likely, now that we're moving. So hopefully we will start to have some stuff to be able to fight that. Eat this. Water. Drink. Water. Don't drink. Yeah, this is facing about the right way for the wind. It's just everything is way far off for some reason. So we're getting to the next gaggle of items over here. What the heck is that? Is that a star? A weirdly square-looking star. But I guess it's a star. All right. All right, fishing rod did not get us a whole lot of food there, sadly. We still need to get our bigger grill so we can actually cook the fish that we're getting. Because we have a few fish in here that are huge. Oh, good, you got it working. That's very, very good. Plank. Okay, I should also just make a... I need a rope. Okay, just get all our wood in here. We need some scrap. We need the rope. We need the plastic. Probably these. Do we need... We probably don't need those. Not right now, at least. We still have some bolts left over. That's good. Okay, barrel. Okay, and I need to make some kind of spear. That's not here. That's here. Okay, we could make a metal one if we had more metal. But we do not. Okay, there we go. Put you on one. You guys in here. Put you on two, because I use you a lot. You can just go over here, because we don't use you a lot. Net launcher. Interesting. Also, once again, pet peeve. This should most likely be the section here, because this is just called weapons. This could be called spears, because these are only spears. But also, this should be called bows and arrows, because there are different varieties of arrows and different... Well, thus far we only have the one type of bow, so it might just be the one bow, but still. It is the segment that has bows and arrows. Thus, that is how it should be called. And normally I wouldn't have any kind of an issue with it. It's just specifically that item, that weapon is very commonly... Oh, hi. It's very commonly missaid to be like a bow and arrow as one singular object when it is two different objects. Which is like, I don't know, I think it's my biggest pet peeve in existence, is just that, because it's like, it's not a bow and arrow, it's a bow and arrows. That's like saying, oh yes, I'm gonna shoot you with my gun and bullet. Like, no one says that. Singularity of arrows always angered me. Yeah, it's so weird. Imagine gun and bullet, exactly. So you understand me. It's very upsetting, and so many people say it. Like, colloquially, the only way that people know of bows is as, quote-unquote, bow and arrow. And it's like, arrow is not a part of it. Arrow is the ammunition. Why does no one get this? The equivalent of saying the same thing at the same time. Yeah. We definitely are on the same wavelength there. And yeah, I had pretty bad stream lag when I was looking at it on my phone. It was like a solid 20-second delay, which is to be expected, you know. Streams are not instantaneous. Dang it, shark. Gonna stab you. Get out of here. Get out. Alright, well, we need to go about repairing some of this. Luckily, we're now getting our passive income again, except that's gonna stop because island... Ooh, maybe that is metal. Alright, well, island it is. Rotate this, this away. Grab that barrel, thank you. And, we don't really have an anchor. I could make an anchor, couldn't I? Anchor here. Oh, we can make a permanent anchor if we get enough metal. But no, we just need stones and ropes. Stones. Actually, once if this is in here, we can make it from here. Okay, temporary anchor. Just put you right there. But do we need it for this island? We're gonna need it eventually. But I feel like we're pretty sturdy here with the wind pushing us into the island. I'm gonna say that we're fine because it's a small island. We're gonna go up and see what this airplane thing is about, and then we're gonna continue on our merry way. Hi, airplane thing. Discover a crashed plane. I got a helmet. How do I crouch? Control. But of course. Ooh, metal ingot. Perfect. Alright. Let's get down from here then. Easy game. Got the metal. Now we just need to get a shovel. Let's see. What else do we need for the shovel? Shovel. We need the bolt. That's in here. Shovel. Okay. First of all, this so we can open. How does the shovel work exactly? Can I just dig? Dig. No. I think we need to have like a specific dig spot. Like was in that one cave a while back. I'm gonna grab this. It's just right here. I can't not. Yeah, so I think we need a specific dig spot. And we do not have that. Which means that even though we have the shovel, the smithy thing is gonna elude us once again. 'Cause yeah, I don't see anywhere to dig on this island. Dig the sand. Nope. That's bamboo in the water? Okay. You know, I didn't even think about it until, like, last night. Ooh. But last night, as I was, like, getting ready for bed, I was sitting there, I was thinking, how the heck do those warthogs exist on these islands? Because, like, seriously, warthogs, they eat quite a bit. Right? I mean, I guess they're omnivorous, but still. Those warthogs were like the size of horses. And somehow, they were just living peacefully on this island that did not look like it had the vegetation growth or the, you know, other wildlife growth to be able to actually sustain that. They learned both photosynthesis and mitosis? Yes, I suppose so. Because, yeah, there were only 2 on the entire island. Like, how did they get there? How do they support their own population? I have no idea. These are the questions we must be asking. Okay. Anything else we need to put in your glass? Goo. Shovel. Okay. Use more fishing rods, but not just yet. I also need a new hook. Oh, we can actually make one of these. I don't know what's better about it. But we have a bolt. We just need some rope. We can make a scrap hook. Better is faster, more durable, and can be thrown farther. Oh. Now that is good. Oh, hi, shark. Okay. All durability'd up. Oh, look, another island. That's a huge island. I don't really want to stop. I just kind of want to float and grab loot and make items, you know? But I think we need to stop because I think that's a cave there. Fine, we'll go to the island. Oh, there's a bird. There's a bird on the island. I do not like the birds. Alright, food is still empty. Because I haven't, you know, filled it. So that would make sense. What can we eat? Nothing. Great. Okay. We need another fishing rod, which requires a ton more rope. The one issue of making these fishing rods is they only last like 5 minutes, and they take a metric ton of rope. You'd think you could reuse the rope. I would assume the stick would be the part that would break, but no. Why can't every game just be Factorio? That's true. I mean, why can't you just sit on your raft forever and just hang out and not have to worry about anything? Not have to explore, get new resources, just chill, you know? Okay. We're gonna put you on there. And then I guess we're going on to the land. It'll stay there. I'm sure. And by sure, I mean like 3% sure. Which is enough. You know, that's a lot. Oh, this isn't even a full cave. Looks like there's stuff back there, though. Great. We might be on the island a bit longer. Maybe I should put down the anchor. I mean, I don't even know what happens if the raft leaves. So, I don't know if that's going to be, like, a horrific thing that will be horrible for me and I'll die. But, you know, I guess we should assume that that's what's going to happen until proven otherwise. Alright, that's cooking. Let me catch more fish. Then we'll be heading on to the island. I'm kind of paranoid of that bird, though. Give fish. Thank you. Pick up one of these. Place one of these. Then eat one of these. Fish one of these. You have to die to respawn on it. Ah. Yeah. That is no good. Also, is there like a mini game to the fishing? I'm just clicking left mouse button the second it pops up, and it's worked out so far. So I don't know if there's any like intricacy to that. It doesn't seem like it. That shark is attacking something. I think. No, I think we just slammed into the coast again. Fishing is just that simple. I mean, that's... Oh, there's the shark. Why couldn't I have caught the shark? Could have been fun. Man, these take a long time to cook. Oh, you can see the bottom. That's kind of scary. Eat this. Place that. It's fine. It's just us slamming against the shore again. Actually, when we used to have a boat back in the day, I was always kind of paranoid because my dad told us that we should listen for a sound that, like, I don't know, like a very specific sound, because we were sleeping in the front of the boat where the anchor is connected to. And he said that if the anchor were to be slipping from... Ooh, can I just steal these? Does someone live here? I'm gonna steal everything. Right, and there's this thing. Still don't know what you exactly trade, but... we can sell. Oh, we can sell fish? Specific fish? Alright. Interesting. Anyway, we're gonna steal all your food. Thank you. Indoor's a little full. That's fine. What the heck are you? Is that Cusco? Turn into a llama? I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So there'd be a specific sound if the anchor... You see the leather? Ah, that is a fair point. Man, is there anything else on this island? Or is it just kind of big? Because I kind of just want to get back into the water. Ooh, berries. Guess I'll take berries. Free food. And I guess we do need leather for some certain things. I wanted to figure out how to get into that cave, which would probably be down below. Alright, what the heck is that? Is that just a tree? That might just be a tree. We're fine. Kinda scary. I don't know. Being... Oh, hi, Cusco. How's it going? And I totally would kill that thing for leather, but I think I left my stone axe in the boat. And that dang bird is out here. Cave system. Yes. I'm in. Shovel. Dirt. Hinge. We can eat the pineapples. Hinge. Okay. I don't know why you can't just dig, like, anywhere to get this stuff, but apparently you cannot. Apparently it is a very exclusive thing. You can only dig in very specific areas. Because I needed the dirt a lot more than whatever else it's giving me. Berries. Just keep eating food so I can... we can't get that. That's fine. It's just a stone. We have plenty of those. Oh. Keep... Parkour. Vine goo. Bolt. Double vine goo. Okay. We're gonna have to... Oh, I did have the stone axe. I just kept it in my inventory. Good. Let's drop you for now. Pick up the package. They really do not give you much inventory space, do they? At least not enough to have, like, plenty to keep a lot of stuff on you. So, I mean, this stuff is just made of scrap, so we can get rid of that. Okay. Those two are not necessary. You are not necessary. And we got what we needed, which was dirt. We need sand, though. I hear a bird. The bird has discovered our whereabouts. Yeah, let's get back to the ship. and not die to the bird, hopefully. Any sand I can dig down there? Doesn't look like it. Hi, bird. I'm just gonna Skyrim my way across the island, don't mind me. But yeah, I'm not sure how to make clay exactly, but I think we're doing fine. Okay, let's get going again. We got dirt, and that's all that matters, really, you know. Wind is not going that way. Wind, I guess we'll need to go this way? Oh, hi. That's not the sprint button. Oh, I got a couple good hits in. You need to go a little bit further that way. We're just kind of slamming into the shore here. That's fine. But yeah, anyway, I think I got distracted. What I was saying, I need to put some of this stuff away, is that back in the day, yeah, when we were living on the boat, my brother and I would sleep in the front of the boat, right where the anchor rested, and we would always really... Did it just swim close? I guess so. We would always get a little paranoid because our dad told us to be listening for a specific sound for when, like if the anchor were to be slipping on the sea floor, it would make that specific sound. So we were kind of paranoid about it, and it never, I don't think it ever really happened, but we always kept listening for it because we were told to. But I remember I stayed up late a few nights just listening out for that sound that never really came, but I was kind of paranoid about it. Alright, we're a little stuck here, so either wait for the wind to change or we get out the paddle. We didn't move at all. Alright. I'm gonna move you to look this way, which isn't gonna help us much because of the wind. At least you won't be working against us. Just paddle our way this direction. Okay, we should be out far enough, and now we can go like that. Right? We'll just kind of rotate around this rock. For the most part, yes, but now we're rotating the sail as well. You move this away. We're getting there. And of course, the wind is still blowing kind of directly at the island. Ugh. Let's get out of here. Back onto the open ocean. So we can get more plastic so we can finish the raft finally. So I'll stop respawning inside the water, which is an issue we were having earlier. Alright, we're definitely moving. Try moving a little bit further that way. Well, I mean, directly this way would work probably just as well. Hi, Ebos. Oh gosh, the birds are back. Ebos, you brought the birds. Oh no. But hi, how's it going? It has been some time. That dang Wind Waker bird. I hate it. Maybe it'll leave us alone now, though. I don't know. But all we can do is really just wait. Wait for the loot to come and be within grabbing range. Get our little cats. Eat more fish, place more fish. Drink more water. Place more water. You know, I don't think those birds bring feathers. Those birds just bring giant boulders that it throws onto your head. So, appreciate the thought, but no, no birds. This is a bird-free zone. Let's see, that's where we got the dirt. We need for this sand. Oh, we don't even need dirt for that. I thought it was just dirt and sand made the brick, but no, we need sand and clay. That is a tough one, ain't it? Lots of barrels today. This one I think will miss us, so we should probably try to grab that. Okay. All the barrels, which gives us all the plastic, which gives us all of these. Good. So far, we're still very far away from the max size that we're going for. And we're getting some big waves today. Ain't that delightful? Let's see, we need to get rid of this. Building a Star Destroyer? I wish. I'm just building a cube. Big old square because, you know, I wanted these collection nets to be an equal distance both directions so that no matter which way the loot was coming in from, we'd be able to gather it with equal efficiency. And so I came up with this L-shaped design. But then I was like, man, it looks weird to have an L-shaped raft, so let's just have a big square raft based on the size of these nets. And now we have a very large raft that is still not done because it's very expensive. We have not gotten that much plastic yet. Don't have any more food. So let's go fishing. I still don't know if distance actually does anything when it comes to this. I mean, you can choose to throw it further or closer, but it seems to do the exact same each time. No, it's just stuff landing in the nets. I swear, every little sound that I hear, I'm just like, shark. Ugh. Speaking of shark, hi. It's no good. The raft isn't big enough. Very, very turbulent waters out here. Good thing the raft is way too big to capsize. Them sharks are big, yeah, very large shark. But you know, I've killed them before and I'll kill them again. If they try to get too close. So we can grab this, place plank, eat, and then package open. I learned rug. We also have these watermelons. We should probably use at some point. Oh, don't drop the planks. Don't put the planks in the... Why does it always put things on the hot bar? I want the hot bar to be for things that are useful, you know? Not just, ah yes, I have plank. I can't use the plank. I use that in the inventory. Yeah, so not much else to do but wait as of now. We could make some plots. Where is it? Here it is. Crop plots. So we could make this stuff. Make like 2 of these. I don't know what these do exactly, but we're gonna figure it out. So over here, just gonna have our little planting section. Good. I'm gonna put some... Okay, bye, barrel. We're gonna grow some watermelons. What does that do for me? Are they just growing? Are you growing? I don't know. Do they need water? Okay, buy plastic. Water crops. Oh, I need water. Okay. Hi, shark. Hi, island. Man, we're doing so well now that we're actually out at sea. Water. Oh, potato. Put you on there. Place a plank. You down here. Eat. You down here. Open. You. Water. But it did open it, or it did put salt water on the thing. I don't know. I don't know, because I only pressed E1. Are there 2 sharks? I keep wondering if there are 2 sharks. But I guess by this point, it must be assumed. What was that? Okay. I just got hit with underwater ambiance for no reason. And I haven't finished all of the Final Fantasy just yet. I played up through game 4, right? So 4 of the games in a row. Which, you know, is still a lot. It was a lot of streams. And, yeah, so that was good. That was fun stuff. Are these melons going to be at all useful? My cooked thing. Yeah, I'm gonna put away some of this because we have a lot of it. We can keep this, we'll put in full stacks of the stuff. Get off the bar. Okay. Mmm. Soggy, boxed up, cooked fish. My favorite. A delicacy, even. Do we need more water? No, we're good. Drink. So yeah, I decided to take a bit of a break from the Final Fantasy for a time, and then we'll get back to that eventually to finish the 5th and 6th games, and then eventually move on to the 7th game that I've heard a bit about, but I do not own yet. Another package. Gives me a lot of these. How many decorations could there possibly be in this game? I don't know. There's a table. And a table. Okay. Numerous tables. Man, we are figuratively swimming in crafting materials now. So we pick this up. We can make more of this. There we are. Barrel. It might have still hit our stuff anyway, but might as well. Bird. Birds. Get out of there, birds. Dang birds. I swear, every bird that is in this game, in one way or another, causes trouble for me. I don't know why. Got another beet. More decorations. A clock. Good. Shark. You'll get out of here, shark. My raft. That's the issue with having too big a raft, is you can't really react to the shark as quickly because he's like all the way over there. So that is a little bit of a problem. Can we get anything here? No. Need circuit boards. Where the heck are we gonna get circuit boards from? Okay, now water. Drink. Salt water. Place. No food is here. We have a beet. We also have these. But, you know, watermelon gives a lot of water, but not a lot of anything else. Which is, you know, it's good to have water. It also takes water to grow the watermelon, which seems a little... I mean, it makes sense, but also you're using water to get water. And a tiny bit of food. So those are growing fine. They apparently attract birds, which is not great. Because that's another thing I need to, like, be watching out for. You got the shark, you got the birds. We've got all sorts of troubles. And yeah, they did make a lot of Final Fantasy games. Which is the main reason why I wanted to play it in the first place, is because it's one of those, like, staple series that I just never gotten into. I hadn't done any of the older games, none of the newer style games. The only one that I'd ever played was Final Fantasy XIV, and even then I only played it for like a couple days. So it was just a series that I'd never gotten into, so I was like, I should give it a try, see what all the hype's about. I do still need to get back to Final Fantasy XIV, because Void really likes... I don't know if he really likes Final Fantasy XIV specifically. What is that? I saw something reaching up out of the water. That's good. But yeah, he plays Final Fantasy XIV, and he wanted me to play Final Fantasy XIV, but I didn't really play a whole lot of it last time I tried playing it. So I should really get back to that at some point and get more into it. It's just, there are some issues with it, you know, not anything like gameplay-wise, mostly. It is... I think my main issue... How do I gather these? Are these done yet? They're just gonna have a gather button? Probably. We'll just leave them for longer. But my main issue was the same issue that I've had with... I kind of explained it in one of the earlier Final Fantasy videos. Bird. Get out of here. But, it's the thing with everyone, like every female in fantasy wearing high heels for some reason. It's that whole debacle. That is also pretty much the same in Final Fantasy XIV. So, with fashion being the ultimate endgame, and all of the fashion just being high heels, I was just like, I was having a hard time getting into it. Because usually fashion is a good motivation for you to... I hear weird sounds in here. Is there a UFO? I guess not. Anyway, yeah, so when you're not a fan of the fashion, and you don't really have a lot of drive to get further into the game for anything other than just the gameplay, which I was just like, not... It wasn't bad, but I wasn't super impressed with it either, so I was just like, you know, I could be off playing Asheron's Call instead if I wanted to play an MMO, and there's like no fashion, and I don't even know. It was just not super convincing to keep me playing, but that is mainly just because of that one pet peeve of the, you know, all the women in fantasy must wear high heels trope. And that was pretty much the entire reason I didn't like it, but I could get over that, probably. Honestly, I would, as I explained in the Final Fantasy thing earlier, I would be fine even with men wearing the high heels all the time, because historically, that would be accurate. You know, men were the ones that wore the high heels first. Because, you know, it's like horse riding gear or what have you. But, so it's like, if it were all just the men that were wearing that, I would be fine with it. But it isn't. And that's what makes it a problem for me. Let's see, we can get some pineapples over here. Okay, now we need water. Yeah, that was the origin of heels, as far as I know, was you know, because you know how like cowboys have the spurs on their boots. That's basically what the heels were made for. Was like it makes you taller, in theory, and thus it's, you know, probably easier to get on and off the horse, and also you have a more sharp and extended heel thing to be able to not only lock into the stirrups, but also you can then poke at the horse with the heels in order to, you know, get it moving and everything. So it was made specifically as something that men wore when they were going to go horse riding. And then, of course, because horse riding was kind of a thing for the wealthy in a lot of cases, it ended up being that those kind of heels were the fashion of wealthy people, and thus it then eventually became just regular fashion, and eventually it started becoming women's fashion because they realized, oh hey, this can make us look taller, so we're gonna wear this to do that. But evidently they hadn't really realized all the negative things that it does, you know. Because have you ever seen those videos where there's a person that like works in heels every day, and they end up like, after taking off the heels, their legs just sit in that like still heel thing where their actual heel is still lifted off the ground because their musculature got so used to having the leg in that position that it can't go back to just normally standing on the ground anymore. So that kind of thing is something that can happen if you wear heels for too long. And that's not even high heels, that's just like regular heels of even just a couple inches. So not healthy posture wise. And additionally, you know, my plank. Oh, it got it. Okay. Additionally, of course, you are kind of lifting up your entire body weight and then bearing it all down towards, you know, forward, which is just really unhealthy for every single structure in that area. That's one of the reasons why... How did you get back here? Were you another thing that I couldn't hold? Probably. But that's one of the reasons why there's a lot of issues with like structural stability and people having back issues and stuff like that is because we kind of obliterate our just entire structure by wearing super tight and uncomfortable and quote unquote fashionable shoes. And it's just not, you know? It's not great. It's unhealthy. And to me, because it's unhealthy, it's unattractive. Ooh, Raft. Tally-ho. So yeah, it's not good. What is this? What is this cup? Salt water. I do not need the salt water. I need the fresh water. Okay, this is already watered. Okay. Shark. We need to keep cooking things. But yeah, it's a nuanced issue, of course, and fashion is always going to be a fairly convoluted issue, because some people don't care as much about health as they do about fashion, and they don't think that it causes a lot of issues, but it really does. I mean, imagine building a house and you're completely like, you build it in a way that you completely mess up the foundation. All of a sudden the house is going to have a lot of structural issues. But then we also go in and absolutely mangle our body's foundation, and then we could just expect to be able to be fine after that. It's like, no, that's gonna hurt you in the long run. More plank, more beet. There we go. Yeah, and I mean that's what people usually do anyway. Like, when I was at my friend's wedding a while back, uh, there were numerous people that, oh, we completely missed this structure. This way. How's the wind doing? It's going the opposite direction. Okay. Do we need the paddle? But yeah. These dang birds. Ah, I thought you were just waiting, but no, you were. Oh, we can gather them without the axe. I thought we needed the axe for some reason. Anyway, what I was saying is there were numerous people that right after like they walked into the place and got seated, just immediately just threw the high heels onto the ground next to them. And it's like, why do you bring them? Why do you wear them if you're just gonna take them off at like the first chance you get? If they're that uncomfortable, why wear them at all? I know it's like the fashion nowadays, and people might feel like they kind of have to adhere to the fashion, but I'm just saying, it's all ridiculous to me. I'm gonna build this like a little walkway in the middle, because I don't think we can walk over those. Yeah, and the chance that you just completely twist your ankle in them is just, that's no good. And I mean, my mom, she never wears heels, as far as I've ever seen. But she did completely obliterate. Where'd the raft go? It's over there. Completely like obliterated her ankle at one point because it was like stepping off of something and just stepped wrong, and then boom, bones gone. So very unfortunate, but that kind of thing can happen at any moment when you're wearing heels. It's like you never know. This stuff is dangerous. You don't want to mess with it, because you could. I mean, she still has issues with like walking and everything. Not super bad, but there are permanent effects to that kind of injury, and you don't want to incur that just to look a little bit more fashionable to some modern people for a bit. it ain't worth it. So yeah, it's a huge pet peeve of mine, right up there with the whole quote unquote bow and arrow thing, you know. That's those two are like probably the biggest ones. So any game that forces your character to constantly be in high heels, I end up not being able to really play, which is unfortunate. I need another paddle. Planks and plastic. See, this is why we keep our stuff in the inventory. It's important. But yeah, there's even, I think it's called Divinity Original Sin, because I played Divinity Original Sin 2, and I liked it, so I was going to go play the first game. Is there no loot here? Like none? How do I climb? Yeah, there's like none here. Ah. Loot. Alright, I'm coming back, Raft. Okay. Yeah, and so I was going to go and play the first game, because I was like, ah, well, if the second game is good, the first game must also be good. And then I only played it for like a grand total of a couple minutes, because immediately I, you know, tested out and saw that, because I noticed that the female characters right at the start all were wearing boots that had heels, and I was just like, okay, that's weird. And a surefire way to see if there's ever going to be, you know, shoes that don't have heels in the entire game is to, you know, dang birds, I'm trying to get a new, this thing. But if you just take off the shoes and see if it lets your character not have heels, then you know that, you know, if you don't have heels under the shoes somehow, then you know that there are shoes that don't do that. But if it keeps your character's like base body structure to look as though they have heels no matter what, then you know that the game will never let you wear anything else, any regular shoes. And that was like a deal breaker for me. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go play something else right now. I'll get back to this someday. And I haven't yet, but I don't know. It was just super annoying the way that is. It's always very upsetting. Okay, move us this way. All to hook the dude. Well, it does the opposite of hook the dudes when I am the dudes they're talking about. And it's just so weird, because it's like, I mean, I would understand having the option to have heels in the game, just have some equipment that looks like that. It's kind of like freaking bikini armor. Like, I understand that it has zero actual historical precedent to have bikini armor, but I also don't mind it being in the game, because usually it's a choice, you know? You can choose whether to have the bikini armor on or not. But when it comes to that kind of stuff, it's like, no, we literally have zero female shoes that aren't heels. And it's like, that's just unacceptable. You can't do that to me. It's not even a choice anymore. It's just, you're telling me what I need to wear, which is kind of ironic, seeing as to how that's like a big thing in a big issue in society today, is women always saying like, oh, you shouldn't tell me what to wear. But the games tell you all that you need to wear heels. You can't wear anything else. You're not a woman if you're not wearing heels, apparently. That's what they all want you to think. I need to plant more stuff. But yes, very, you know, rather long rant for, you know, that whole ordeal, but it's something that I very much care about. It's a big issue, if you ask me. How do I get more seeds? You get seeds from just eating these? Give me seeds. You'd think you could. Can I craft seeds? Let's see. Planting. No. Because this is where all the planting is. Can I just plant the thing itself? Shove it in the dirt. Deals with clown shoes. I mean, they're all they're already pretty much clown shoes, but you know, that would be an improvement. At the very least, the shoes are spacious. You know, you're not gonna be smushing anything together in those. You're gonna have plenty of room to actually have a solid foundation, which is good. I support clown shoes. You know, that's what we need to do. I need to open these. I don't know how to get more seeds. Maybe I can only get seeds on the island. Hi, shark. I was in the middle of contemplating seeds. How dare you? Alright, we're almost there. We're so close. We can throw this. Oh, there's somewhere else that has those, isn't there? Yeah. Here. Some rocks. Some more rocks. I'm keeping the melons. For those. Keeping the ropes. Plastic. For more building. I don't have any kind of a organizational system going on right now. I just kind of throw things in wherever. And that's probably not great. Of course, also, we are needing another layer here. Let's see. Do one of these in the corner here. And then one of this and another layer here. And then we'll be done. The mega raft will be completed. Very large, very impressive raft. It's probably complete overkill. All of this was just for the nets. But you know, we're never going to be wanting for space. Can I move these? I can move these. Maybe I should make a little, what else can I make? I haven't really been looking. We can make walls. Additional floors, you say? Oh, we can make fences. I hear the birds, but we don't have any plants. So I guess they're just kind of doing something somewhere. Floating futuristic cities. Like, is that the one that's basically like, it looks like a cruise ship, but they put an entire city in it? And they have like a helicopter pad on the top and everything? Yeah, I don't think those were going anywhere. I think it was just a fad. Because it is just not a very good idea, frankly. It's kind of just bad. Because, yeah, I mean, why? I mean, sure, we have a lot of room in the oceans. Like, a lot. But at the same time, we also have a lot of room on land. So why put in 10 times the effort and budget and risk to all the inhabitants to put it on the water? Like, what would be the point of that? I don't think there is one. It's just unnecessary in every regard. But alright, we're doing well for ourselves out here so far. I need some organization. I really do. We have hinges. More boxes. Yeah, the hinges are kind of the thing that limits us here. Do we have any more hinges anywhere? No. Okay. We are gonna make an organizational thing, such as this is our farming area. So we're gonna put a farming chest here. And this is gonna have all our plants and seeds. It's a lot of plants and seeds. These I'm not going to count as plants. I don't know why I picked those up. I shouldn't have. Also, these need to stack. No auto stacking. Tis unfortunate. Seeds, plants, seeds. Seeds. Okay. Plant and seed box. There we go. Done. Shark. You keep that up, I'm gonna have to make a shark meat box. Okay. Now, remove this. We're gonna have a main storage area. Need more wood. Need more of everything. Okay. Hammer. I'm glad the hammer doesn't have any kind of durability to it, because that would suck. Now let's see. We're gonna have it 1 block away from the edge. Put some walls down. That's nice. I like walls. Alright, this is the starts of our storage room. We're gonna have a nice little room, square room here, and put a bunch of boxes in there, and that's where our main building materials are gonna go. Because I get the feeling I'm gonna have wood, plastic, and palm leaves just out the wazoo. Like, we're gonna have that so much surplus. I mean, already we have all that surplus and all this surplus. We have so many leaves, which is good because we need as many of those as we can get. Oh, we still have a okay. I accidentally hit Shift Tab and it opened the Steam overlay. Kind of jump scared me, but that's fine. Dang overlays. Always causing us issues. Look at all that wood. We need more wood in our inventory. You can be removed. That's a very intense sound for me just picking up a box, but okay. You. This. That's all we can make there. Okay, storage room is gonna have to wait because we're still waiting on getting more wood. Although I think we ran out of plastic, not wood. Might still have wood. Can we make signs? Yeah, we have plenty of wood. Good. So then we're gonna make it 3 by 3. All right. Now, can we make a ceiling? Not like a roof. Raised floor. Doesn't seem to be the height of a roof. That seems to be the height of not a roof. How does this work? Half the height of a wall. Okay. Oh, floors. Yes. Okay. So now we can walk under that. And then we can put our boxes here. That doesn't look to be forward facing. There we go. Box. Box. Additionally, a box. Okay. And here we will have all of our palm leaves. Yes. And we'll keep our wood on us because we're still building stuff. Oh, hey, look, an island. And a lot of barrels. Steer towards the barrels and away from the island. Leaves. And you are still not making anything because I don't know how to make more seeds. So we don't have enough seeds for like a full planting cycle. Means I should probably go to the island, huh? Fine. King sharks. There we go. Have a little walkway around here. And yes, this is not perfectly evenly back to this, but we're gonna put something back here, I'm sure. And this is about as big as this room needs to be. Oh, we can put the stairway back there. Stairway. How do we make stairs? Stairs. Okay, we need nails. We're hitting an island. That's why we're turning so much. Send us that way. Where do I keep my nails? There's my nails. Stairs. Yes. Perfect. Floor. And then look. Well, it works fine. Okay. Upstairs area. Very good. Could I make a second stairs? I could probably make a second stairs, couldn't I? Okay, but island. Oh, we don't seem to be moving from this spot. Probably because the wind is pushing us the opposite way the sails are pointing. I don't think we'll be able to safely get on the island without an anchor. We still need more metal to make an anchor. So I guess we'll just need to make a simple one again. Which kind of sucks because they're, you know, disposable. And I don't like wasting materials if I can help it. But we will just plonk that there. And whatcha? Oh, I just hit the shark in the freaking head with a barrel full of rocks. Or bucket full of rocks, because this time it is a bucket. Alright. No shark coming to kill us. Good. Island. No big scary birds, I don't think. Oh, we're dying of thirst. We need to go back. You could move a little faster, you know. Drink. What did I drink? There's nothing in it. Alright, back to the boat. Filled with salt water. Don't fill with salt water. We already have fresh water. Alright, we will have... That's in this chest. We'll bring our watermelons with us. And eat many. Because that will keep us going. The Titanic is coming along nicely. I hope it ain't the Titanic. I don't want to be hitting any icebergs anytime soon. Right, we could grab more flowers. Do I need more flowers? Probably not. We do have a chest for them now. Just seems a bit unnecessary. Can I make... Am I going to have to go back again for this? Probably. We can make more ropes. I don't see any stones around, which is ironic. that you can get more stones in the ocean than you can from this, because yeah, our stone axe is almost dead. And we obviously don't have metal for a metal one, so let's go. That'd be this chest? Yeah. Make us another one of these. Okay, now we're ready to go on the island. Probably, maybe. We'll see. Shark hasn't really caused us any issues so far, going back and forth between the island and the boat. So that's nice. Get the trees cut down. Didn't seem to be any notable food plants on the island. Oh, a notable food plant. Good. I don't really need those for food as much as I need them for the seeds. The seeds are important. It's weird that only the... Well, I think the cultivated plants do drop the seeds, just not in a higher proportion than the amount you use to grow them. So I think it kind of necessitates you stopping at an island every so often. That is one chonker of a raft right there. I mean, look at that bad boy. You go uppies. Thank you. Okay, you still are cooking nothing. Just thirst and some hunger. Why just eat a coconut? Throw all our stuff in there. My corner piece. Did I put a corner? I did not put a corner over here. I am a fool. We must have the corner piece. Very important. Alright. Now what are we doing? I have no idea. We could probably get away from the island now. Move that. That's in line with the wind. And now we go find our anchor. Remove this. Hi, shark. Yeah, so I guess for now we'll have a chest for each of these items. Just so we know where all of those are. This is a plant. Plant chest. Good. Man, I'm so bad at actually, like, organizing stuff. Like, 90% of the time. Do I have another chest? I do not. We can use this chest. This is why I was very happy that on Void's new Minecraft server that I was playing on, we had a very simple mod system for storage. Because I am very not good at the storage on my own. Okay, and then these will be the miscellaneous storage, so anything that doesn't fit in with all the other stuff will just kind of be shoved into these. There we go. Drink some water. Okay, now food. The issue of food. Guess we're gonna need to fish. And hope we get some fish that we can actually use. And hope we find an island that has more metal. So, or sand, I guess. Both? Oh, look, birds. I'm ready to eat all my plants. Food. I have no planks. Can grab some from here. Now you, fresh water, drink. Salt water, don't drink. Did my, yeah, my pole broke. That's great. Man, it's kind of crazy that this fire can just keep going even when the water kind of goes up over it. Very impressive fire, I must say. Alright. Food is going. Let's get some more of you. And then we can make tools, a fishing rod. Another fishing rod. Because, you know, we have to stay fed somehow. And the plants are decent, but they mostly give water. I have a lot of things that give water, and not nearly as many things that give food. And that's kind of a problem. More food. Grab you. Eat you. Good. Okay, we're good on water for now. Pick up all this stuff. Very important. How's our wood looking? I have 20. How about in here? Okay. Let's continue with the expansion. Ah. Okay, I guess we can only connect this. So we'll need a pillar in here, which takes 2 nails. It'll be over here. We'll put it by the door. Is that sufficient to be able to have a floor on it? There it is. Okay. There we go. Now we're gonna have a wall this way, but we're also going to have a floor out this way, and this is where our next staircase is going to be up to the 3rd floor. What the heck, shark? I didn't even notice that was... Give me the plank. Thank you. Plonk. I didn't even notice he did that. That's just rude. No, my plank. It's fine. It's fine. It'll all come in time. We just need to wait. Eat more food. Probably catch more food. Get the barrels and boxes. More herring. Good. Right now, planks. Not good. Freshwater. Seawater. And we're gonna have another staircase out here. Like that. Need nails. Oh, we have nails. We still have our nails on us. Good. Like that. There we go. Which actually means this is unnecessary. And then I'm gonna put some pillars out on this side. Just to hold that up. Not that it's necessary to. But I wanted to. And honestly, this entire structure here is just, it's unnecessary, but I wanted it. Because who the heck needs like a little house to put their chests in? Nobody. Nobody needs that. But of course, it's something that you want. I mean, who doesn't want a nice little fancy storage room? Man, I honestly, now that it's like nighttime and there's enough space, my brain keeps thinking that something's gonna like be there. Which is a little concerning, if you ask me. Shark. Don't have any wood. Keep putting away the wood like a goober. Okay. Also, realistically, I mean, this would be super off balance because that is a tall structure. I don't know if this game actually has any kind of a balance to it where you have to make sure you don't build too far on one side of the raft. But hopefully it doesn't, or else this is going to be way overburdening this side. Can we make a door? Can we make windows? Door. Oh. Solid wooden door. Okay. No, just do a regular door. No. Why must you do this? It placed it like 1 second too late. But anyway, that's fine. Door. Completely unnecessary. But we have it. And now we have a little shelter. In case the birds come to try to kill us on our boat, we can hide in there. And it can't get in. And we can go all the way up here and place more floors. Alright. And now I have a nice little lookout tower so far. Not that there's much to look out to. It's just kind of water, but you know. It is what it is. It's certainly getting to more of like a Minecraft point. Where I'm thinking less and less about survival and story progression and technology progression. And more about just like, what can I build next? What's the next thing that I just want to put together for the heck of it? That is one of those things that I put together for the heck of it. And it's pretty nice. I like it. But we kind of need to find more islands if we're going to continue our, you know, research. That's the word. Because yeah, we need to get more metal. We need to get the clay. Unknown Man mentioned something about the clay, but I don't know exactly how to get it. Because I thought it was like the dirt or the sand where you just dig it up. At least I assume you dig up sand. I haven't done that yet. I've only dug up dirt, and I don't know what the dirt does. Because I don't even think I needed dirt for these, did I? No. These don't even take dirt. They just spawn with dirt. So what do you use dirt for if it's not to make the bricks? You get clay from islands? Okay. Are we gonna be able to make bolts eventually? Because, like, realistically, I don't think you'd be able to. I mean, maybe you would, but I'm pretty sure to make them now, it's like a pretty complicated process, and you have to use like a threading device to get the threading on the bolts. It's like, how are you gonna do that on a raft in the middle of the ocean? Oh, hi, that's terrifying. I have not seen one of those just yet, and that is very, that is scary. What is it, like, what is the fear of very large things? Isn't it like megalophobia or something? I think that's what I have more than thalassophobia. Oh, hi, you're coming in. I like how he kind of floats above the water for a second before attacking. Nice. But yeah, now we have more food. Shark meat. Ooh ha ha. Eat some fish. Cook some shark. Just swim around looking for clay to pop. Oh, they're in the water. That makes a surprising amount of sense. But of course, I can see how what you were saying earlier makes sense, because it's like, you wouldn't think to do that. You wouldn't think, hey, I'm gonna willingly jump into the water where the shark is, just for the heck of it. Like, you wouldn't think to do that, ever. Or if the whale does damage too. I will not be testing it. You will have to buy the game yourself and go and test that out. Because I am not getting anywhere near that whale that outside of, you know, the raft. I'm fine with it being there with the raft next to it, but no. We have so many palm leaves. I remember when we were having issues finding enough palm leaves. Alright, well, I'll see you later, Unknown Man. Hope you have a good day. Man, not much going on right now, is there? We're just picking up stuff. Cooking stuff whenever we can. Because shark meat takes a long time to cook. We need more hinges. We need more boxes. I need like a food box. I need more boxes in my storage house. I need to grab this barrel. Excuse you. Oh, and the shark is dead, so that's fun. Are we just standing still right now? Is that what's happening? Which is weird. Because the sail is pointing the exact direction the wind is going. We do not seem to be moving. Unless we're just moving so perfectly in sync with all the, you know, items floating towards us that it looks like we aren't moving at all. We can use the... Oh yeah, we're definitely moving. You see the wake. Mm-hmm. Cooked shark. Cook more shark. We have lots of fish. Decoration package. Fire basket. That sounds safe to have on a wooden boat in the middle of nowhere. Wait for the water. Because I kind of tend to do food and water in like big bursts where I forget to do the water for like 10 minutes, and then right as I'm about to thirst to death, I just suddenly remember, oh yeah, water, and then I do all the water to get me up to full water, and then I stop again for the next long time. It's probably not healthy. Not a good cycle. Water. There we go. More water. Oh hey, another shark came in. They got the replacement shark while I'm sitting here cooking his buddy. Isn't that great? A solid meal. Maybe we should make a small crop plot for something. Because here we can make beets. Maybe potatoes? Shark. Plank. Shark. I don't think food ever goes bad, so I'm gonna hold on to the shark meat. We're gonna just throw it down here. Cause that's good emergency food, cause that's, you know, very good food, and you don't get it very often. Cause you need to wait for the shark to die. So we're gonna eat the regular fish. Get out of here. I'm trying to eat my plants. How dare they? Honestly, at this point, I'm just waiting for another island to appear on the horizon. But we're not seeing any. Let's go up onto our watchtower. That's obviously gonna help. Oh yeah. I can see much further now. It's just endless ocean as far as the eye can see. It's not giving me another island. Maybe someday it will. We just need to keep going. Of course, it's pretty realistic that you could go, like, possibly months in the ocean without ever seeing an island. But it is kind of weird that I don't think there's any mainland in this game. So you can just keep going indefinitely without ever reaching the mainland, which is a bit weird. We're gonna pick you up, start cooking you. You go with that. We're gonna start making the fish so we can eat the fish and keep the shark for now. More fish. Not right mouse button. We don't have any bait for this yet. Which is kind of impressive how efficient this is without any bait and out in the middle of the ocean. Right on the surface. There's a shark back there in there. It's fine. Oh. Oh, what? Alright then. Sure. We have duck friend. There we go. That's a lot of goodies. Let's put all this away. Plant stuff. How are the plants doing, by the way? They're doing fine. Probably. Also, where did the shark attack at? Pretty sure he attacked something. Okay, we need... We have enough for a corner piece. See, that's the magic of these corner pieces, is that they're cheaper than the other pieces, which means that we don't have to worry as much. Saves you money whenever he attacks the corner, which is pretty often. It seems like he attacks the corner more often than the other parts. At least as far as I can tell. A shell? Does that actually do anything, or is that just embellishment? Hi. Get out of here. Still not an island in sight. Weird. How's the wind? The wind is still blowing exactly that way. Very weird. Alright. Water. Yeah, I have to admit, they do give you plenty of things to keep yourself busy, you know? Gotta manage the birds, the shark, the food and water processing, organizing your entire inventory into the convoluted storage room that you've created. It's kind of a handful. Aha! Island! And let's just put the rest of the shark on there. You're already watered. We can just drink this, get more going. Luckily, the only thing these take is wood, and we have plenty of wood, so... Oh, how did I miss that? Barrel. I got it. Good. Oh. Hi. You were very close to where I was when you started biting. That is not a very good idea on your part, really. Alright. Move the sail. Head straight for the island. We're gonna need another this. There we go. And then we're gonna need another one of these. Means we need a little bit of this. Okay. Good. Do we even need the anchor here? Small island. Yeah, we should put it down. Anchor. Go long. That was not very long. I have a wimpy throw. It's fine. Bird. Okay. Feathers. Alright. Going on to the island. First, I'm going to check, of course, the top side of the island, and then I guess we're going to have to go down underneath and see what's what. I could be picking up all these flowers. I probably should, because I don't know exactly what they do. I assume that they're just for, like, dyeing things, which doesn't seem too horribly important. My inventory is very full of flowers. Alright, we'll come back. Un momento, por favor. Okay, the shark just swam through our entire base here. That's fine. That doesn't go in there. Alright. Back to the island. Then we're gonna have to go underneath the water to find that clay stuff that Unknown Man was speaking on. So we're gonna have fun with that, I'm sure. Do I even have my shovel? I have my shovel. Good. I assume I need the shovel for the clay. Maybe I don't. Okay. Decoration. Open this. Okay then. Does this help me at all? I don't think it does. Alright, was that everything? Probably. Alright. Pineapple. Well, I can't really drop anything, so it's fine. It's a little rainy. A little, blustery out here. Alright. The seeds in there. More planks under there. Now. Shovel. Clay. I don't know what the clay deposits will look like. I did see something down there. I don't like staying down too long or else that shark is gonna find us. But, we have health, so it's fine. Probably. Aha. There's a thing. Hook? Oh. Interesting. Okay. So I didn't need the shovel. I didn't need the shovel at all. I was a fool. Do I have breath? I do have breath. It's at the top. Okay. I didn't even notice that. Metal? Scrap. Rocks, scrap. You can get all sorts of stuff down here. If you're just willing to, you know, deal with the shark for a bit. Wow. How does this help me? Hello? There we go. Okay, so I can't pick those up, even though it says that I can. That's interesting. My inventory is not full. Is this the thing? No, there's just a texture on the bottom of the thing. More scrap. Hi, shark. Don't mind me. Oh, get dodged. Loser. Ow. You don't do much damage, do you? I mean, it's gonna add up over time, but for a short scavenging journey, that was not a lot. What a loser he is. Okay. Now, we got things and stuff, which will lead to this, and then we can put this somewhere, probably up above the water level, I would assume. Oh, great. He's just like, nah, biting you wasn't enough. I need to bite your boat as well. Okay. Good. We have a singular brick. We're probably gonna need more than that, aren't we? We probably put some stuff away if we can. That. Some of that. Okay. Miscellaneous box, rocks, rope. Good. Okay. It's good enough. Let's go back and look for some more clay. Huh. Underwater cave. Interesting. So I guess this is where the, like, swim speed and the breath holding upgrades would actually come in handy. I was looking at those before and I was like, man, those are not useful at all. But apparently they will be. I should look into how to make those, actually. Are you done yet? You don't look done yet. I mean, it takes, like, what, weeks for an actual brick to dry in the sun? It takes a long time. So I shouldn't assume that it's just gonna finish overnight. Okay. Bird. Well, we got most of the stuff from around here. Where did I put my... It's on the far side. Yes, over here. Hard to see sometimes where the anchor is. Let's get rid of that. And turn this about that way. You can stop holding on to the rock. It's fine. Just let go. Just... There you go. Good. Now we're going this... Oh, it's just bird. More potatoes. You guys on the bar. You go there. You go here. Okay. How's that brick doing? Oh. Okay. Got this. Another decoration package. We have a lot of these. Even though I haven't made like a single decoration. I've learned another rug. Good. Plank, plank. Water. What else we have to do? Need more storages, which requires more hinges. When company comes over, I don't think I get much company out in the middle of the ocean. You know, I get the feeling that that's not a very common occurrence. And I guess I get the birds, but the only fancy thing I have for them is the sharp end of a stick. Yeah, that's the island we came from. We'll eventually find a new one. Get more. Hey, look, a new island. Maybe that's what you were talking about, probably. Well, new island. Let's go that direction. Mainly just to stop by and get some of the clay. Because we want more bricks. In the meantime, I think I already got the recipe for it. No, I didn't. What do you need for the stuff? Dang shark. Got one hit in. That's what matters. Alright. What does it take? Binoculars, not what we need. We want... Oh, did I already research them? Why can't I make them yet? I didn't research them. I must have... Oh, they're right here. I missed it. Seaweed. Okay, then. And then the oxygen bottle requires an empty bottle, which we can make, right? Yeah, bottle. We need vine goo. Okay, so I guess I need to go underwater and get vines. I don't know how we're gonna get that. I have seen like the creep vine looking stuff though. Open this. Eat this. Drink this. Okay. Island. We're going past the island. Okay. Rotate more that way. Heal you. You know, these things are a more consistent food source than the plants I'm planting. We need one of these and one of this. Rope and stone. The lesser known variant of rock and stone. Let's see, to make more rope, we need to be here, and here, here. Let's just make a bunch of these. As we can. Make one of this. Now, do we need it? Yeah, probably. Okay. Now we have a lot of underwater stuff to do. Let's clear our inventory real quick. So we have plenty of space for all this. That's this thing, then this thing, this, and we got no scrap. You, and that, and you. We need more miscellaneous chests and bigger ones. We just need more hinges. That's what we need. Where are the feathers? Feathers. Okay. Need this. Now underwater we go. These just rocks. These are just rocks. Ow. Okay, fine. I'll leave. Alright. I suppose I'll see you next time, Evos. I was going to be ending the stream pretty soon here anywho, so I will see you next time. Or next time you're in the stream. Not necessarily next time I stream. But we shall see. Potatoes. Water. Seawater. Okay. Planks. We have those now. We got a little bit of sand, a little bit of clay. Not a lot. We need more. There's more down there. I think this is... No, that's just a rock. I got a rock. There's a lot of rocks around here. I don't appreciate that. Where's all this seaweed stuff that they speak of? Is that seaweed? That looks like seaweed. Where do I gather that? Excuse you. Thank you. There we go. You. How do I get you? Oh. I just harvested. Alright, easy enough. It's a rock. Don't need more rocks. We got plenty of rocks. What's in the abyss? Are there leviathans? Okay, now I just need... Interesting. I need an edit of this game where you just look down into the abyss below, and then it plays that line from Subnautica being like, multiple Leviathan class life forms detected. We need that. Because that definitely looks like the drop-off point in Subnautica. Shark. Leave my kayak alone. I have no wood. Must go grab wood. There's no wood in here either. That's the issue with being stationary. You get no materials. Alright, we need more miscellaneous chests, but in the meantime we're going to use the salvage chest, or the scrap chest, as a miscellaneous chest. Need this for things, I think. Okay. How's the brick doing, by the way? Is that a dried brick? That looks like a dried brick to me. Pick up dry brick. Okay. Got that. Good. How make? Smelter. 6 dry bricks. Okay. We need a lot. We need a bit more of that. Let's see. Where did I put all the I mean, I put some in here. Is that all the sand and clay we had? I think it is. Unfortunate. You growing? You're growing. Okay, because that's just dirt. Yeah, that's it. Alright then. What did we need for this? We needed seaweed. We have seaweed. Seaweed. What do we need for that? Equipment. Plastic. Easy. Seaweed. Not too hard. Vine goo. We have that. And rope. I think we have all of that except the seaweed. We have 4 out of 5 vine goo. We need another vine. How do we make vine goo? Goo of the vine. I don't think we can make it yet. We need to research it here? Or do we have to cook it? Wait. Smelter. It said something on it. Yeah, smelt metal ore, sand, and seaweed. Smelter to turn into goo. Okay. So we need to smelt it. That is gonna be a problem. Turn this to go this away. And where did I put the anchor? Over here. Move this. Because we're good for now from here. Let's keep moving. Get more items. But... water. We are like so far low on the water and food. Anyways, I'm probably gonna leave this right about here. And we'll be back to this tomorrow. I mean, not a ton happened, but also a lot happened. Like, we got that entire building here. So that's quite a bit. Lots of building happening. And we also got the bricks figured out. We were told about the clay. We didn't really figure that one out on our own. So that can't really be seen as my accomplishment, but thanks to Unknown Man, we now know how clay works, and we can make those bricks. And all in all, I'd say it's a pretty good thing. And we didn't even have that. Actually, yeah, we did do a lot this time, didn't we? Because at the start of the stream, the half of this part of the vessel was just gone. And we built all of that, then built all of this, built all the chests, organized the storage, built these. These weren't here at the start of the stream. We didn't have this duck guy. It's obviously the biggest achievement we got. Our food and water is still the same. I need to expand this. But yeah, actually, we did a lot. Now that I think about it, it didn't seem like it at the time. But all right, we're gonna go to the end thing, because if I don't, I'm just gonna be sitting here picking up Garbo from the collection nets forever. I'm never gonna actually end the stream. So it is a little addictive to just pick things up. You just kind of watch the stuff float in and then you just grab it. It's surprisingly addictive. But yeah, I will see you guys next time, when maybe we will build a third floor to our watchtower thing, and maybe put more chests in it if we find more hinges. But more realistically, we're probably gonna make a smelter, because that'll be fun. So I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.